Oh, hi, I'd like to introduce John Ingersoll, who's an equine dentist, and he's going to answer a few probing questions about what is equine dentistry and how do you get into it.
Yes, I've been a horse dentist, equine dentist, for the past 14 years. Training's pretty informal at the moment, but we're working on putting in place a standard that's recognised across Australia for training horse dentists, which is going to be very important. Over the last few years I've completed a Bachelor of Applied Science in Equine Studies, which has helped immensely in formulating this training structure. It's the probably the second course in the world for equine dentists to get accreditation.
First one's in the US, isn't it? That's about the only formal one?
No, the first one's in the UK.
Now, why is it so important for us to look after a horse's teeth?
Horses' teeth have got, their teeth are nothing like human teeth. Their teeth have evolved over millions of years to process food, pasture mainly. They've got teeth that are designed to grind down coarse, fibrous pasture into a fine bolus that can be easily ingested and then digested. Their teeth are designed to literally wear away over time, and in doing so they get very sharp edges that need addressing from time to time. The other thing, that if they've got a problem with their teeth not quite functioning correctly, that the dentist has to come in and correct that imperfection and restore that function.
Now, horses in the wild, they don't have the luxury of an equine dentist. Why can they survive in the wild, and then horses that are being looked after and fed beautiful pastures, why do they end up with dental problems?
Yeah, you'd have to make a very good distinction between a real wild horse and, say, the Brumby, which is just a domesticated horse let loose in the bush.
Gone feral.
There are still wild horses left in the world, like Przewalski horses. They've got very, very sound teeth. Plus they're in pasture usually that's pretty coarse and fibrous, that actually maintains their teeth. Now, domesticated horses are fed so much processed food that the function is altered. They actually grind their food down in a slightly different way than a horse eating coarse pasture. But truly wild horses, they're very few and far between. But their lifespan wouldn't be as great as our domesticated horses.
How often should people have their horses' teeth seen to?
The younger horses, up until 5, maybe even 6 years of age, they should be attended to at least twice a year. The older horses, providing the conformation of their molars is good, you could probably about every 12 months, but it does vary considerably depending on what you find in the horse's mouth.
Right.
There's no hard and fast rules. Sometimes I see horses every 8 months, or maybe every 10 months, and then sometimes, even with the older horses, I might see them every 12 months, but I might not work on them for another 12 months.
Right.
So it might be 2 years before they actually get...
Because the older horse, their teeth are already worn down to the point where you don't want to do too much.
That's right.
Too much more rasping.
Because their teeth wear away over their lifespan, you're ending up with very, very short molars by the time they're in their mid-20s.
Yeah.
So less is best in that case.
Right.
As long as they can function and they're not lacerating their cheeks, inside their cheeks, they're best sort of left alone a little bit if you can.